going to be spending a day with a beginner web developer. First, we're going to be starting with the Word, though I'm trying to implement this more into my routine. I kind of had it fallen off, so hopping right back onto that, and then I'm probably going to head out and go and clean, going to end up coding, going to be editing a couple videos. Just really a real good productive day in the life, starting right now. So I'm reading Matthew chapter 12 and I'm doing a deep Bible study in it. I have already read the whole New Testament, but I think it's better to do a whole Bible study so that you can understand. So I'm going verse by verse. And so far, as of right now, I ended up getting to verse 3 to verse 8. And I do take a lot of notes, which is why, it may look like I was doing a lot, but I only jumped to like 4 verses. It's because I take a lot of notes. But that specific spot was talking about the Pharisees, and how, of course, at this point they were looking at Jesus to try and find anything wrong in what he was doing. And this is in regards to the Sabbath, right? So in this particular part, I felt that people should be eating or picking grains because, that counted as work, and it just counted as a bunch of things. I think like there was this website that listed what, based on what the disciples did, how many laws that quote unquote, like the laws of what the Pharisees followed, like affected that, right? So they were like talking about their offenses, but then Jesus is talking about how his people are blameless and how David was blameless at that time as well, because David did the same thing in 1 Samuel, which when he ate the bread and he ended up going to, I believe the priest, that he went to the tabernacle and the priest allowed him to eat the bread. And what God is trying to show is that the moral law is higher than the ritual law, like the law of love is higher than any of the other laws, right? So that was what Jesus was trying to express to the Pharisees, was that they were basically just getting it a little bit wrong. Not even a little bit, just a lot of it wrong, right? I'm very happy I was able to study that, but as of right now, I'm about to go and clean and probably make some breakfast, which should be a PB&J toast spread, because I'm trying to end up gaining some weight, man. I started at 120, I'm now 122, about to be 123, because I was 0.8, so this is definitely going to be lit, but I gotta clean this up, eat some food, and get ready to code and actually learn some coding. I'm trying to see if I can get this count function to work. Now, by now, you guys should have seen the first video of me doing the counter work, but I like to always redo it in my practice, like really quickly. I won't make the whole thing like from HTML to CSS, but I'll just erase all the JavaScript and then rewrite it so it can train myself to remember what stuff it is. And I don't remember too much just yet, so I'm probably going to continue to do this day after day until I can get my memory. I think I forgot to make the text content equal count, and then I forgot to put on click. So it was like tiny little things that I probably shouldn't be really worried about, but I do want to make sure that I can get it pretty good. So let's go see if I ended up doing it. I misspelled counter label again. literally the same thing I did last time, which I don't know what it is, but I keep either putting it as count label or counter label, and then I misspell it every time when it comes to the ID. I don't know what that is. So now it is working, if y'all can see that. That is crazy work. Okay, decrease. You got the reset, increase. Let's go up to about 15. Reset. Let's decrease. Reset. Up, down. Insane. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get into Free Code Camp because I haven't been in it all week because I've been trying to create this counter project and then make sure that I knew what I was doing, making videos on that type of thing. So now I'm here about to get back into learning some CSS. The next one is actually going to teach me Flexbox by building a photo gallery, so that's going to be nice. I'm not sure if they're going to ever teach me Grid. Another video title. I'm going to be learning about Flexbox. First of all, that hurts my eyes. Painting. So increase the area and soften the edges of one by setting its box shadow to that. So very simple stuff here. Do that. Okay, so we're going to also do box shadow. And it's going to be 0, 0, 3px, 3px. Hashtag they want me to do from, and then change the color to this one. Paste, close that. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're just putting box shadows all over, so I'm probably just gonna end up writing that as one big step. We can do this. So let's add this header. They want me to put it in between here, so we're kind of getting to where I need to get to. So if not, I'll just crop all of this out. So we got the header, and then I guess in between that, we're doing an h1 element, class of gallery, and this div will act as the container for the images. So inside the gallery element, create 9 image elements. Oh my gosh, oh my god, my hat is weird. Okay, let's reread. Below your header, create a new div. We gotta just start slow. So below, wait, hold on. Actually, is my h1 in the div? Oh, wait, hold on. Below my header. Okay, perfect. See, this is why we gotta read, Mars. This is why we gotta read. So now we got a new div, and this is gonna basically hold everything. So assign it a class of gallery. Okay, at least I see that one. Gallery, and then we are going to put 9 image selectors. That is crazy. Now when they say image selectors, just like that, right? They don't need nothing else. I hope they don't. So let's copy this, and then we gotta paste this 9 times. So that's already 3, 6, 9. That better be right. Okay. Whew. Box sizing property is used to set the behavior. By default, the content box model is used. With this model, when an element has a specific width, that width is calculated based only on the element's content. Padding and border value gets added to the total width, so the element grows to accommodate these values. So try setting the box size into content box explicitly with the global that selector. At this point, you will not see any changes because you are using the default. So okay, so I guess we're going box sizing, and then we're going to be doing content. Unless these are supposed to be 2 different things. We have Flexbox in. On to the next one, and never mind because they want me to be a supporter. Because I forgot to show this, we have the images going this way, and I believe it's because we ended up putting it into Flex. So now let's end up pulling this back up direction, and then we're going row, I guess is all we're putting. But this is my YouTube channel squad, y'all. I mean my vlog squad. I said YouTube channel. Wow, then. So basically, as y'all can see here, I ended up getting that like that. That is insane. We did that all with Flexbox. Hopefully I'm sitting where you guys can see me But I ended up just making my protein shake. Probably would have been a good little clip to record, but I was feeling a bit lazy. And so right now I'm about to go and hit some stretches. I forgot to do my neck stretches, but I guess I could do that when I get up. But no, yeah, so I think some stretches because I know it's good for your body to end up stretching just in general, and especially because I do work a physical job, so I know stretching is low-key, is goated. Not even low-key, it's just goated. And I gotta make sure that I end up getting into it. And then today we gotta go and pick up some Walmart. Some Walmart is crazy. Pick up some water from Walmart, which we got so much. I think we got like 10 cases, which is gonna be hell to bring up here, being so we're on the top floor. But then we need to also after that head to my partner's parents' house because she had made rice. So I'm about to go and eat some rice, get my carbs, and she made beef as well. So I'm about to like chug this damn protein shake, and hopefully it doesn't make me too full to not eat the rice. Sorry. Pay attention to the numbers, because before I used to pay attention to it, and if I didn't reach the number, like it would just discourage me. And then I would like looking at the number too, it would give me a little bit of anxiety because I'm like, damn, I'm eating that much and I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like now that I'm not looking at it, I'm gonna keep going. But my number one goal is to make sure I at least implement breakfast into my diet, which is just 2 meals, right? Because I normally already eat. I just would only eat once a day, hence the size of my wrist. I would eat just once a day, and it wasn't for nothing, like for no reason, but I've just naturally have been like that for a while, which is just eating once. So I'm trying to make it more natural for me to eat 2 meals a day. So I'm making sure that I at least implement breakfast, and I'm gonna try to implement way more. Like right now I'm doing my protein shake, but I'm saying like if it does start to feel like everything is too much, I'm going to at least try to keep breakfast in my diet. 1 meal of like food that I normally wouldn't eat, like breakfast for instance, I know that I might not see changes in my weight necessarily, and maybe I will, but it'll be very slow. But that wouldn't be the goal. The goal is just trying to get myself used to eating, and I think that's something that I'm focused on right now, because since I'm noticing I have issues with eating, maybe my first goal shouldn't be to get as much calories and to gain weight. My first goal should be, can I get myself to eat more than once a day? And I think this is probably going to be the best way to really target it. So far though, I did gain, I think 3 pounds. I'm not even going to be really looking at that because I know with the way that I eat, that can vary. So I'm not like too much into that, but yeah, so let me continue stretching.